Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Hey Vic.
Victor?
Vic.
What? You were breaking a bit, Victor. What?
That's not necessary.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, you are.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I just got a carpet cleaner for £100. Bargain. Not an enormous amount, but I do have 2 cats.
Fuel scooping.
And I don't know if you've ever had cats, but when you've got cats, you will
Fuel scooping complete.
also have things that they've brought to play with, things they've knocked off, things they've broken, feathers from things they've eaten. Not as bad as kids, but close. My cat's called Leo. Yeah, I called him. Sorry? Okay, yeah, mine's black and white.
I have one black and white too.
Black and white ones are the best ones.
Yeah, I call them yin yang cats.
Yeah, well, since Gigi was run over, I got a new kitten, and he's absolutely fearless. He's never had anything to be scared of in his life, and it shows. Do you know what I mean? So I've called him Leo because he's just completely fearless at the moment, and he's always he's so happy. I bought him a big bag of toys the other day. I went to Pets at Home, and they've got like big plastic things with 16 cat toys in, like furry balls, balls that jangle, balls that make noises and have holes in and all sorts of stuff and have different textures. And I came into the living room and just opened the bag and let them bounce and fly wherever they went. And I was like, there you go. And the best thing is, he's been playing with all of them ever since. It's
Fuel
dead good.
scooping complete.
Because normally you get them something and then they don't use it or don't play with it, do they?
I'm back.
Come back.
Okay, so I can't say anything bad about you. I never talk bad about America, just bad about you. That's all.
Five
So you
5 minutes a day.
Frame shift.
Chuck,
drive
don't
charging.
say God save the Queen, okay? America.
Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Even Trump. Wow. Finally.
I might make it exciting and message Dharma. Make sure he's drunk and invite him in.
Another stab in the back.
Well, when I was watching it the other day, the graphics was pretty awesome. However, because you've got it across 3 screens and I've only got 1 screen, obviously, it minimizes it and it's only a smaller picture spread across the entire screen. So, you changed it? Okay, let me bring it to YouTube and let's see if I can find you again. You're on YouTube, right? You're streaming YouTube.
Fuel scooping.
Oh wow.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, that does not look good. It's all squished up. Um, so you're in the main menu right now? Okay. Okay.
Do you have a link? Direct link?
This wasn't live. This was streamed 21 minutes ago. So have you got like another stream or something?
You should provide a direct link for that.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Okay, I think I've got it. Okay, yeah, that's much better.
So how will you look for you in the
Just posted it in general chat.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, I've got to put your live stream on mute. It's still delayed, like I don't know, a minute or something.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah.
there's an half a minute lag problem. Roughly half a minute. Well,
Frameshift drive charging.
the quality, it's fair enough, I would say. The problem is that my zero key is push to talk and the video keeps coming back. If I'm on that window, it's coming back. So I wonder, I wonder if it is live, why I can.
Fuel scooping.
No, I mean,
Fuel scooping complete.
I'm watching you now. You are jumping in your aspect score. Okay, I move my mouse to the other screen that I have the game, and then I can push to talk on my zero key. Okay, on my keyboard. But if I move to the YouTube window, if I press 0, it it kind of pauses the stream and goes back. Yeah, it's strange because it's live. How come I can push back the video? Oh well.
Yeah, you can pause live streams, and it just loads up in your memory, just like normal streaming.
Fuel scooping.
Okay.
Fuel scooping complete.
So Victor, on definitions, YouTube definitions, you have these advanced definitions, and you have the ID of the channel. You can copy and share on this on Discord. I would say seems a good idea for the rest of us.
He used to have one.
Frameshift drive charging.
Are you gonna make it tonight?
4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah.
True.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, system scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
so they can type in thy EDF.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Yep. Hate when a res site is just full of small ships.
Moon.
Yeah,
So your gunship is ready.
I'm just wrapping up these missions.
Need help?
But yeah, the gunship's ready.
I'm working on mine. You know, Victor, we are creating a gunship wing among EDF. Are you Federation or Empire? So don't. You have no reasons to feel. Oh no.
Don't they give you good cash?
And
Well, they
water
used to. I'm not sure if
worlds.
they still do.
Water worlds also good cash. Yep. I have a red spacesuit. Suit. Can you show in the camera view? This is so gay. Oh, you are looking. Yeah. No, no. You are looking. Show the camera view. I'm testing the channel, Victor. So I'm saying things not politically correct.
Surface scanned by 50%.
So you approach a planet. I never did done this. You approach a planet and you send probes, right? Okay. So you have to recharge those probes, or they are infinite. Okay. So if you miss, you have to wait. Okay, 3 per planet, and that's enough. All right. So when we do the FSS, pointing the where the planets are, we are not doing that fully. You need to go there and do what you are doing. I still have to wait. Oh, this. Yeah, my suit, it's even redder. It's brighter, red, vivid red. Well,
Frameshift drive charging.
I never done that actually.
Does it disappear if you change the mode of the ship?
4, 3, 2,
Victor, is it not because you're in analysis mode? You need to be in combat mode.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Now, I'd imagine in analysis mode, all of the planets and everything get that overlay on them, and then you can see which ones you've done and where you've done.
fuel scooping complete.
So why did you decided for 22 seconds delay? But it's complicated. You said, oh, there's water walls in this system, but I was looking to you refueling still. All right, so you could decrease even. I have roughly the same download than you, but I have the half upload URL.
That's where Australian ISPs are scumbags. They let us have good download, but they reduce our upload. I got like 4.5 for upload, and about 120 download.
I think I have 10 upload and 200 downloads. But we have this fidelity time with them, and when it's approaching the end, I get really aggressive on the phone with them, and
Hmm.
usually they yeah, they provide what I ask at the moment.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
I've got 160 and 30. Glad I could help.
What the fuck? What Slim posted in explicit chat. No, just a picture of a news headline in a newspaper. Yeah. Now, yeah.
You don't get your eyes tired more?
No.
I use a TV as a monitor.
I think it's one of the best things I've done in the past 5 years or 4 years of playing this game.
I'm using two computer monitor. Maybe 21 inches each. So they are not big. One I use for just the game, and the other for other stuff. For example, now I'm watching YouTube, your streaming. I but I don't feel the need of a bigger, wider screen.
Surface scan
But having
complete.
3 monitors is awesome because, like, my center screen is, like I said, it's a TV, but it's a TV and computer monitor. You can switch it between the two, so it makes no difference. But I've got a monitor to the left and the right, which are exactly the same as each other as well. And you can have movie on one, and then your internet on the other, and your game in the middle.
Charging.
Nice.
Yeah, right now I don't have room for the middle one. My room is not big. But I wonder how you do your cabling. All the cables for the screens are from the GPU.
Yeah,
So okay, but different connections, right?
yeah.
That's so strange. Why did,
Well,
for example,
usually
why?
the primary and secondary will be DVI, but they're changing to HDMI now. Most.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, but on the GPU, you've got they'll all have an order: primary, secondary, tertiary. So the primary one, the first one, you always have to have that one plugged in. So you couldn't put a monitor in plug 2 and 3, and not have one in one.
And USB you connected where? Uh, oh,
Jeez.
mine don't.
Frame shift
I can
drive
have
charging.
3 directly, well, from memory, and they're all different connections. So I have an adapter now to have my second monitor. So it's so strange.
2, 1.
Why they do that? I don't get it. I rather have, for example, a HDMI all And then if I want different, I choose. I go for the adapter. But this way, I always need an adapter.
Yeah.
So I can't miss
System
that.
scan complete. Fuel scooping.
Well, I suppose it's to give you a variety of options.
Yeah.
So you can plug a monitor in, but you could plug a projector in as well, or you could plug, I don't know,
Well,
some other sort of
with adapters,
VDU to it or something. You know, it just makes, as long as you've got something in the primary, you can use any of the others, can't you? So, like, for example, a Mac would use a micro, what is it, a micro display port or something that they used
Yep.
to have on. So yeah, it's just so you can take the computer and plug different things into it. That's all.
Drive charging. Four, three, two, system scan complete. Fuel
Yeah, I
scooping.
always wanted a couple of little tiny monitors for stuff like that. Like when you're playing a flight sim or something, and you can just drag one of your windows onto this tiny little screen. That'd be.
Fuel scooping complete.
Nope. Oh yeah. Oh, I know. They use it with the, yeah. There's one for Farming Simulator where you've got the internal like button controls for the tractor on on this little screen. That's what you're talking about. And it'll change depending what vehicle you get into or what.
Four, three, two,
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
fuel scooping.
My thoughts exactly.
Fuel scooping
Stan,
complete.
Hello, guys.
I
Oh, no
oh,
bad words like blank, 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 blank.
no.
They might eat you.
Stan, you. So we have the best leader in the galaxy, right, Stan? Don't screw up.
How do
Just
I
call
say?
him.
Frame shift.
Let
call
me
him gear leader.
describe the sound.
You screw it up.
Four, three, two,
About the only thing that does work is Squadron 42. I believe it when they actually bring it out. but I will not pay another dime for anything of anything of anything. To be honest, I'm not paying another dime with this one either because I'm pretty much pissed off at how they've increased all their paint jobs and all that to a point where, you know, they are ripping us.
They are what?
Ripping us off.
Ripping.
As in, all of a sudden we are paying a extra premium price for every freaking paint job.
That's
That's
true,
'cause I'm
but you
afraid-
can earn the currency.
Yeah, it's
At
free
least they're
stuff.
giving us that.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I get 400 credit. I get the 400 arcs. Like it's reset every Thursday, and by Saturday night I have the 4.
So you can have a cheap paint job per week, free.
No, it takes probably about, you know, it's going to probably take 2 or 3 months to get a decent paint job by their system.
Yeah.
Yeah, the arcs don't cost that much to buy, to be fair. I had it when I first logged in and sort of loaded up again this time, and I realised there's these arcs things. I thought, well, I'll have a look at that. And
Okay.
I spent 15 quid, and I've had like five or six paint jobs since then. So I can't really knock it, to be honest.
How many paint jobs did you buy before?
Yeah, but before you
For
you buy
£15.
Okay.
but
I don't
before
know, three.
I
before
did it.
you bought a group of 5 colors, you know. You buy. That's recorded now, Victor.
Yeah. You're caught.
Plus,
What
I
about
don't
the Stars and
mind it.
Stripes?
Own channel.
I don't mind paying them to continue building stuff.
To be honest, I didn't mind paying them until they sat there and screwed up on the carriers again, and now I'm not paying them a dime.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Well, you know what? That's another one. When we see it, we'll see it. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna announce this every freaking time he's on the video. Is I got the best of the best because I'm the best. I'm gonna say I invested my money at the time on Star Citizen because at that point I thought that the guy Chris was basically, he had done 2 or 3 other games halfway decently, and I thought he would do a halfway decent on this game. Little did.
4, 3, 2,
But now, have they fixed any of the problems that they have with this? I mean, right now, is the combat zones working any better than they? No, I'm talking about this game. To be honest, the last time I logged into Star Citizen was about 3 months ago, and I mean, I spent, oh God, about an hour trying to do one mission, and finally said, I'm done. Never. I won't play the game until I hear something else different, and I haven't heard anything else better. I hear it's still glitchy and still, you know, you'll get halfway through the thing and have to start all over again.
Scooping complete.
Yes, I do too. Like I
Because he
said,
was dead.
no, he was, in other words, it's glitches in the game that just makes it to where you can't do it.
Four, three, two,
Well, it only had 4 years to do the acting, so damn, it should have been done to, first year.
fuel scooping.
As in the whole game, it sucks and it's short. Yeah.
Fuel scooping complete.
And I can honestly say I loved that game too. How many? Wing Commander 4, I think they did. 5, yeah. I think I had every one of them.
Four, three, two,
Yeah. I tried to sit there and do that special stunt that they did where they ignited their thing and blew up as they were starting. I blew up my ship.
fuel scooping.
Yes, it was a good game, and
Scooping complete.
I will say this, Freelancer, just as good. Starlancer, Freelancer, they were both beautiful.
Did you play Tacky on the Fringe? No?
The Fringe?
Tacky on the Fringe.
Yes, I think I did have it. Was that the one where the space
Never.
mechanics was so precise in that thing that you could barely...
I can't remember. I remember that it was
No, that was
railguns
Independence
on the
Day.
ships, and the stations that you had to visit, they all had like personalities living there that you'd have to get to know and everything. And you could fly through the buildings, and the buildings in space were massive.
Three, two,
Okay, about 4...
I completed Freelancer. That was amazing game. That one.
Hey, man. I had a Babylon 5, what was it? Star? What was the one that the humans got with the, coneheads? Whatever, boneheads. No, not Battlestar. Well, I think I did have a Battlestar. Anyway, when they started mods, I had the Enterprise, I had the Babylon 5 ship that was so... there was just so many mods that gave you so many different things, and the game that I was playing with other people, we had a server of our own that was doing all this, and it was just killer. And
4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel scooping.
okay, so about 2 weeks ago, I bought the new Battle Zone that came out last. You guys remember Battle Zone back in the 80s or 90s?
Yeah, I used to play Battlezone 1942. Or was it 1945?
Or was that Battlefront?
Huh?
Where you're on the moon and you're collecting biomaterial, and you know you can. It's a mix between a first person and a Command and Conquer game. Actually, it stemmed from a arcade game that was called Battlezone that had green graphics way back in the 1980s, but they rebuilt the game into a more graphical game about 2-3 years ago. Well, actually, I bought the new one about 2 weeks ago. I've been playing that every now and then, and it is so fun to. But that's more like an SRV game than a flight simulation.
Did anyone ever play Urban Assault? Where you had to take
Nope.
over power stations? Oh, it was amazing. You could just make entire fleets of helicopters or tanks really quickly using energy, and then you could jump into one of them and fly it until it died, and then you could jump into an, or you could go back to your mothership, which you had to protect.
Drive.
Okay, what was the name of this one again?
Urban Assault. It's still playable now. Great.
Googling.
You could probably get it off Good Old Games or somewhere like.
4, 3,
Did you ever play one game called Homeworld?
Homeworld, yeah.
Homeworld.
Homeworld and
Oh.
Homeworld 2.
Yes,
I
Steam
have
has that.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. That.
Remastered.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
Victor,
amazing.
if you've never played Homeworld, you have to.
Let's play it.
Yeah.
Like a
When you
chess game.
first get back home and see the planet burn. Oh, yeah, you gotta play it.
There was actually, I think, 2 different versions of it. One was
fuel scooping complete.
What is an RTS?
real-time simulation
Mhm.
strategy.
We could play Homeworld in teams. 3 against
Yeah.
3.
I'd play Homeworld against you, Vic. That'd be loads of fun.
Like playing
I'm
against,
afraid.
I'd rather play against the
Charging.
PvE.
I'm used to play PvE, but even there I build up teams. You know, I hate to play alone against anything.
Oh, the thing
I
about
hate-
Homeworld though is
I
you
hate
had
to kill
limited, you had limited supply of members for your fleet. So like
Yeah,
each ship is actually important. You can't afford to lose them. So when your mothership goes destroyer lost, you actually feel it sinking inside. All those people.
yeah. But we can produce a seed for a new mothership and hide it. You know. But
Yeah.
basically
talking
Homeworld is like a
Homeworld?
chess
Fuel
board.
scooping complete.
Homeworld remastered. I bought it on Steam. I felt the price was fair.
Yeah,
Actually,
I've got to sort of level 3 or something on Homeworld Remastered. haven't played it in a bit though.
Thought I heard a blog a couple of months ago about a new one coming out.
Frameshift drive charging.
Really?
Yeah, the remastered.
Yeah, I tell you what
Homeworld
it is
3
though, Victor.
announced.
When you play Homeworld, you play it for the story. The story is
Yep.
the
Yes, there is a Homeworld 3 coming out. They actually have a trailer for it.
Whoa. I want it. This Homeworld remastered collection, it tells all the versions of the game.
Fuel scooping complete.
We open the menu and we choose.
Can
what
y'all
we
hear
want.
that?
Yep.
Dang.
Someone, you wanna test the wing on a Zardos? Left side?
what? Sorry?
You wanna test the wing? We were talking,
Frameshift
Oh, the
drive
gunships.
charging.
Yeah.
but I'm preparing a FAS. You go in a gunship and I go in a FAS.
Okay.
4, 3, 2,
Yep. Ultimately, yeah.
Okay, general chat. I just posted something about Homeworld 3.
Thank you.
Give me a sec.
scooping.
Quality is
Fuel scooping complete.
fair. It's more than enough.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, I can even choose 1080, huh?
Is it all one word?
4, 3, 2,
I changed now. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
Victor, watch that link that Stan posted at some.
Wow.
It's not showing me any results for
scooping.
capital
System scans
Victor,
complete.
capital B, you know. I'm just typing in VicktoreBeskor and I don't get BESTOR is in your name.
Complete.
That's amazing. Homeworld 3.
Yeah, it's in general chat.
Frameshift drive charging.
How long ago?
Half an hour ago.
Okay, I got you now. Yeah, you're just sitting around in cruise, going away from a star,
2, 1.
in your little ass. I must not have done, maybe it was because I did Victor instead of Victor E. About 30 minutes ago.
Scooping.
It's actually the one 5:58 p.m. looking at your right panel, your left panel.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, that was me.
Stan, can you see how annoying you are now?
Okay. Point taken. No more talking.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I got sentimental about that video, Stan. Your Homeworld 3 promotion? Wow, I want to have that.
Oh, this is just a cutscene,
I
isn't it?
really
It's like
don't want to say
gameplay.
anything because I don't want to hear me. Yes, we know.
Complete.
Are you on about that link shock?
Yeah.
That's what the gameplay looks like.
Oh, really?
It's like
Okay.
a cutscene from the game, that is, yeah. But the cutscenes are like matinee, they follow the actual models, so it's not a cutscene as such, it's actually just showing you the ships that are real.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting 3 again. Getting
So what type of
into
game is it? Is it like a flight sim or?
it's an RTS. Have you ever played Command and Conquer?
Yeah.
That's an RTS.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Just
know what
it's
RTS is.
on
Yeah.
a space scale where you have to
You've got
take out.
you've got a mothership, yeah, and you've got a limited number of personnel on that mothership, and the idea is to get all the way home with what you've got or what you can find along the way. And every time you jump your mothership to a new place, you end up in trouble of some sort.
Do you know what I found out though? Is if you collect too much stuff and you make too much stuff, it actually counts against.
But you can organize skirmishes scenarios also, and that each scenario has a different amount of resources, and you keep building, and you have several types of ships with that limited number Moon said, and you have to conquer the other's position or kill every thing, depends of the skirmish rules. And there are maps 4 against 4, 3 against 3, so on. It's very
Is
interesting.
it against? Can you set like 2 people, against the computer, or is it
Yeah.
have to be around?
It can be, yeah, it can be one against the computer or all players.
I would rather play against the computer and have you guys in there with me, with your own little ships.
I think we'd want to look at Homeworld 3 for that because the AI ship building in Homeworld 1 and 2 isn't fantastic. Like in Homeworld 2, if you play against the computer, they always build the biggest ship they can, which is the shipyard, and you end up fighting against an enemy that's got loads of shipyards.
So much. I would wait until I've totally depleted every area that I could find, and then go to the next scenario. And because I had done that, it would start out with an incredible amount of enemies against me.
But the main thing about Homeworld is that it's got the triangle thing, I can't remember what it's called, where everything is strong against something and weak against something else. So the idea is to build fleets, and then as you see the enemy fleet coming towards you, you know what you've got to deal with, so you kind of organise your own ships to counter that particular threat.
It was good.
And the fact that you can go up and down as well, it's three-dimensional, so the resources you collect are just clouds in space. So there's that to consider.
Thing is, I mean, having capital ships is good, but you know,
Having
because
loads
they
of
have a
little
lot,
ones is better.
is just as I mean, they really do a lot more damage than the capital ships do. Now, if you have like a big, huge ship and you take in 2 or 3 capital ships to that big, huge ship, it does, especially if they have the right ion cannons and all that.
And you have the different formations as well that work for different kinds of ships. So if you've got loads of ships that are like phased array laser cannons, you put them in a cross formation. If you've got Corvette multi-gun corvettes, you put them in a different formation. But you can put them into like sphere formation and stuff, and tell them to go and
Just
attack.
listening to this stuff, I want to do it.
It's dead good. And you can sort of drag a box around this big ball of ships you've sent to attack something, and then press F to focus, and your camera will just follow that ball as it attacks them. Yeah, using the interface to get around in Homeworld is probably the hardest thing to learn.
Did you know this one version, Homeworld Deserts of Karak? It's a prequel to the story.
Yeah.
Yes, I have that.
Really?
It is really good. It's just, it's not space. You're on the planet.
Yeah, you have some drops from orbit. It seems.
If I remember, you're pretty much on the planet.
They are still selling that for 46 euros.
For how much?
46 euros.
Oh wait, you're saying they're selling that?
Yeah, the game Deserts of Karak costs 46 euros on Steam, and it's from 2016. It's quite expensive, huh?
There's other companies that sell multiple games. Yes, I know. Although, where I'm at, it's called GameStop, where we would go. They still have, they just only do console games. PCs went completely out the door because it's just too easy to download the PC. And the thing is you buy PC games and you download them. You don't buy them in a store anymore.
Last game I bought in a store was Assassin's Creed.
Fuel scooping complete.
I can't remember the last game I physically bought. Probably California games back in the early 90s.
Apparently, Fig Company is doing.
I was a bad boy when I was a teenager and used to pirate games and shit, so yeah. I'm talking before the internet was born.
Shift drive charging.
Used to hook up with people, friends and friends of friends, and just trade games, buy blank discs and copy them.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's what started me pirating. Long story short, I was a teenager and I wanted a game, like I went to a shop like it was Kmart or something like that, you know, and at the time, you know, how old was I? I don't know, 12, 13, so I used to get a bit of pocket money, you know, from mum and dad, and games at that stage were like $20 Australian. So, you know, I'd get like $5 a week, so I'd save up and I'd save up $20 and I'd go to the, went to the store to buy a game. All of a sudden, they jacked up the prices from $20 to $40. It doubled. And I said, fuck this, I'm gonna fucking get games another way. And that's where I found out how you can copy games and et cetera, and so I pirated games for years and years and years.
Oh, that's pretty much why we don't get games now.
The game industry makes more money than sport, movies, and music worldwide.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, but for PCs, it's been going downhill. Now for
Fuel scooping complete.
Well, the modern Xboxes have got x86 architecture, which means they are the same as modern PC. And PCs can't stay ahead like they used to by having vastly superior processing power. So basically the console and the PC are becoming the same thing.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
always said that if they ever make a VR game that is an exercising game, I would buy it in a second. Now, what are you talking about? An exercising game?
But you know that the PC will always remain more flexible than the console because the console is built specifically to do one thing, whereas the PC has lots of plugins and ports and things you can use. Like, yeah, you can use this with it, you can use that with it. Plug your CCTV in if you want. You know what I mean? That's a PC. You know, I don't think that'll ever go away.
No.
Nope, I don't think so. See that thing where you kind of hang in that thing that goes like straps around your body, and you're like
Yeah,
actually
you're in
floating above the
space.
floor?
Lawnmower Man.
Fuel scooping complete.
That's it. I saw it on the news. You have to put special shoes on because it's a frictionless surface. Yeah.
About 5 years ago, I sat there and I was thinking, okay, they need to make a game that you can like be on a bike and you can be in a VR situation where the bike actually charges your gun and you're riding in your bike, you're shooting people in your bike and stuff like that, and your exercise machine, your bike charges the gun for you. That would be a cool.
4, 3, 2,
Taken? No, but give me a Peloton. Googling.
fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
I want a bike that, you put your VR on and you're literally running through town shooting things that are attacking.
Charging.
Or better yet, tie it to ED and have it charge your shields. Yeah.
Right, Dad, you got to be careful. He's streaming, so we can't say any of the F words or the S words or anything that can get us in trouble.
Do you think?
Watch out for the warts.
2,
And I can't. Never mind.
We're back in a minute.
System scan complete.
So has anybody watched the end of Discovery and all that good stuff? Star Trek Discovery.
Fuel scooping complete.
Victor, I've got it all on the flash. The real thing is how long it lasts, because the truth is we cannot afford to have 10 different carriers. No one can afford to have, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, CBS, Disney's new, Marvel, DC. They're just so freaking many. So it's just, let's just see how quickly they go down the tubes.
Fuel scooping complete.
To be honest, maybe Disney, because they do have, they are the monopoly on action and children's movies. They are pretty much the whole thing. But all these other ones, they're only coming in late, so I don't think they're going to get that much. Netflix pretty much has a decent audience. Hulu's got a pretty decent audience, and they're bringing out new stuff, sort of, all the time. But all these other ones that are just starting to have their own little, I don't think they're going to make it because they've waited too long.
Fuel scooping.
Like I said, Netflix has got a constantly rotating new films that are coming out. I love their Marvel series, but then again, Netflix has a portion of a Marvel that is Marvel, but can Disney take that Marvel away from them? I don't think they can. I think they
Depends on the
bought that.
contract.
Drive charging.
I think they bought that before Stan Lee died, and they have.
I'd say it's about to reach critical mass on the streaming things because it's like you said. Why go and pay for 3, 4, 5, 10 different streaming places? They could sell the stuff to Netflix and Amazon and whoever else and make just as much money.
Well, no, that's just it. They think right now that if they make their own little station, that people are going to pay to have that privilege, and people can't afford to pay to have so many different stations. I'm not even going to the aspect of how much internet.
Complete. Frameshift drive charging.
I'll be back in a sec.
I didn't do it.
Fuel scooping.
No.
Fuel
This
scooping.
seems
That
to
doesn't
be-
bother me. Slim calls me Kiwi all the time.
Red Egg, you are mining on a planet.
No, I'm not even in game.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Some
back.
minute. Welcome back. Some minutes ago, it seems the sound in the background was from the scanner. Okay, Moon, I'm ready.
Frameshift drive
Okay, I'm
charging.
ready as well.
Should we go to this rare site here?
Yeah, let's wing up and then I'll follow you.
So you are going in small ships?
4, 3, 2,
Gunship isn't a small ship, so it's
Nice.
Sorry.
Okay, well, for my shield, I've gone mostly for thermal resistance, really high thermal resistance. And the armor's like all resistances mostly. For the weapons, I've got 2 Imperial hammers, 2 Guardian plasma chargers, a large healing beam, 2 multi-cannons on the top. One of them's emissive, the other's corrosive.
I brought my FAS. So I have 2 pacifiers and 2 pulses.
Good, should complement my weapon as well. Healing
And
beam?
no, I don't have.
Okay, mine's got a healing beam on.
And I can
Okay.
boost. I can boost to 530, 540.
Speed again, it's always about speed with you, isn't it, Vic?
Boys,
Mine
you know,
boosts
Moon.
to about 215 and I don't care.
But it was supposed to complement your ship, right?
Touche.
You see? I go there, sniff the enemy, drop my pacifiers a bit, you know? Try to tear down the shields, and then you come and do the rest. That's easy.
Has anyone else got a federal assault ship or a gunship they want to use?
What
Or
about
something?
a frog?
What?
I think Stan
A
delivers
frog.
a frog. No, we need Federation ships.
Why do you need Federation ships?
We are building up a wing among EDF, an elite wing.
Hey, man, you know how his ship complements yours?
No,
Because Foobar, he can outrun you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so tell me why a chieftain, which I call a frog, is not
surface
complementary.
complete.
Not a Federation ship.
not a Federation.
To be fair, I don't think a frog would be a bad fit. Assault ship, gunship, frog. I think those 3 would work quite well.
I know where the drop ship fits in, Moon.
Frameshift drive charging.
One can build one dropship for ramming.
I got a drop ship. I just
Prepare it for a
frog is
rammer.
better. I think a frog is a better assault ship.
2,
Yeah, you can tank it and put multi-cannons on the dropship.
Well, I have healing cannon, I have healing beams, and then I have multi cannons, and it seems to do a pretty.
What do you reckon, Vic?
system scan complete.
Sorry, I was boosting
Sounds
the
good to
rammer.
me.
I mean, I have 32 ships to choose from.
You're in private, Stan. I can't add you.
Fuel scooping complete.
Give me a sec. I'll be there. I'm still light years away.
Stan, you are bringing a dropship.
I am.
You see,
I'm
Sorry.
bringing a dropship, or I mean, is it a question or is it a statement that I'm bringing one?
Frameshift
Well,
drive charging.
let me say this. Okay, we are trying to build a wing, and those who want to participate must bring a gunship, a assault ship, or a dropship.
Yeah.
Federation,
Yeah, that is what we
because
were talking about, having the full posse.
So I have to bring in my
it's a
gun.
federal wing, you know, federal elite wing
Actually, I
among
think I have an
EDF.
assault ship too.
So what are y'all
It's an
going to be doing?
experiment as well. That's what Vic said earlier. It's like an experiment as well.
Yeah, but it would be nice a
Let me
dropship just running around, you know,
Yeah, I think
without
just a
weapons.
wing of those ships would
let me
be
get
a
the
nightmare
minute
for
lane to
anyone.
where I can.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but
now-
The theme isn't core dynamics.
What's okay? So, what ship is a dropship considered a deland? Which
They're all core dynamics, aren't they?
yeah.
The
gonna have to
best
get my
ship
diagram
manufacturer.
out.
So all of them, you need a federal rank to buy them. Okay, the gunship. Okay.
Oh, so you're
True.
just saying I need a federal ranking to get all this stuff, which I do.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then again, you're saying a freaking Corvette fits in there.
No, but we're trying to break from normality a bit, aren't we? We're trying to spice it up a little bit. Have a
I
bit
know.
of
I'm just playing with you guys.
Yeah, we are. The idea it's a PvP wing, so it's going to the Empire, spread chaos, and
Frameshift drive charging.
But you're gonna be doing bad things.
yeah, murdering.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. That so we are building up this today, and we are going to test on the with the NPC.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's tonight, huh?
20 jumps, almost there.
True,
Fuel
but
scooping.
like a kangaroo.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, all the stars everywhere.
Yep.
Frameshift drive charging.
Are you still finding systems discovery?
Four, three, two,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can only jump 40 light years.
fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, so the ship that I have is either a federal assault ship, or a federal drop ship, or a federal gunship.
Frameshift
That's what you're
drive
saying.
charging.
Yeah.
Four, three, two,
I'm
Uh,
following you, Vic.
Did y'all hear about what's going on with the millennials? Yeah, I do too. I just don't know how we're supposed to do it.
fuel scooping.
Well, I went out there 2 times, this week, and God, there are so many people out there. It's
We should go there and murder Imperials. Really?
And
Murder on the
that's
mines.
pretty much that is what we need to do.
Oh, so
Wow, I mean that's just so wrong.
Frameshift drive
no,
charging.
that wasn't.
I work with a Portuguese guy.
That is too
Portuguese
Spanish, not
have the
Portuguese.
oldest culture, and we are the most civilized people. I'm like, okay, what?
Really?
They 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 pretty much.
Fuel scooping.
Yes, they are.
Fuel scooping complete.
No, I'm okay with that. I like beer. I
Yes,
like
you do,
pizza.
and we can tell so much
I
that you do
say
it out.
all modern civilization has the Romans to thank for so much.
Four, three, two,
No, exactly.
Are you
No,
doing
no.
an implant, or are you just having it pulled? Are you doing an implant afterward?
system scan complete. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, and when it comes right down to it, we're all mutts.
Frameshift drive
I'm
charging.
100% redneck.
At one point, the entire human population consisted of no more than 500 people. The DNA between us is more common than the DNA in a group of children. they have more different DNA amongst them than the entire human race. That's a fact.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
What is a vulture? It's not.
There it is. It's a core dynamics ship.
Okay, yeah. It's a core dynamics, and that's what you're talking about. Or is that just too small?
Fuel scooping.
I mean, there's not a lot of ships to choose from. I've got my vulture.
Fuel scooping complete.
And I've got my federal gunship.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Well, basically, as long as it's one of those three ships, the gunship, the assault ship, or the drop ship, it's basically do what you want, cause as much damage as...
system scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Well, you should have two people with healing beams. That way,
Yeah.
they're the guy who's doing the heal. You know, it can be split between the two of them that they can heal each other.
If you want to do PvP and you don't want to get a bad name, then don't have healing beams or any healing. It's just overpowered.
That's what we're looking for.
Fuel scooping.
Have you fought against the wing that's got healing beams? I have. It's impossible. You can't win. Impossible.
Yeah, because they're always healing each other, and you're not really going to get that much. You're not going to kill someone because they can be healed. And that's why you have two 2 healers. That's why you have 2.
Nah, like, so if you get a group that knows how to use them, the healer is the fastest ship there. They go 700. You can't catch it. Once it knows its target, it just runs.
Plasma accelerators do it. And frag cannons, I think. Dazzle shell and whatever the other one is.
Fuel scooping.
No, I still
Oh.
think surprise attack with maximum brute force is the best way to go.
If the best
That's my vote.
PvP groups can't get past it, I don't like my chances of getting past it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Just seems to me like that's what we want to do, is we want to be able to not die.
What are you trying to get past?
Oh, whoa! He's
Thanks,
dropped in here. Healing beams.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
how
they-
good is our president of our faction?
Who is he?
Fuel scooping complete.
Thank you. That were bullshitters, every one of us.
Just got to be careful not to violate the Twitch terms of service, which are incredibly strict unless you're showing your boobs, and then you can get away with anything.
Hmm.
That's even worse.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't have my healing beam, Vic, sorry.
I'll be right back.
No problem. I don't have engineered my shields. I'm testing the, you know, these shields that recharge fast. I keep forgetting the name.
Bioweaves.
Those ones.
Fuel scooping.
Crip is large.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Yep.
Yep.
Nah, large. But anyway, yep.
I have an FAS mon. My target. No?
But you're assuming you know what you're going to fight against. That rarely happens in PvP, unless it's
Yeah.
like a PvP tournament.
So that was like one of the last big PvPs that I did, was with AA. And we fought like a group of 5 SDC guys, and they had a healing cutter. And the shields are just so dense. Like, they don't care about anything but those shields. Everything is just shield strength. And we focused the healer. And we couldn't take it down. And he'd jump out and recharge his shields in super cruise, and then drop back in and start healing people before we could even take their shields down. Like, it was so insane. Wasn't really anything we could do.
All he's got to do is just shoot people.
We had scramble spectrums and target block disable plasmas between everybody, and it just didn't help enough. It just wasn't enough. Yeah. Yeah. See, and the problem, like, scramble spectrum was my big thought on it. Or not? Is it scramble spectrum? No, scramble spectrum's the laser mod, isn't it? The disrupts modules.
I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
It's God, what's it called? It's on a couple of different mods. I think it's on cannons and frag cannons that disrupt sensors. Whatever that engineering is. What it does is it basically it lowers the grade of your sensors from, like, if you're using an A grade sensor, it drops you down to a D, and if you're using a D, it drops you to a D of the lower class, which can effectively give you silent running without being in silent running. If you have a naturally cool ship, their sensor range and power is degraded, so it can't detect you unless you're really close. Which I thought was really nice, but I think that should have been stronger, and it should affect allies, because if you're in a wing with somebody, scramble spectrum doesn't make them disappear off your minimap. They're dedicated to where they are. So you can just use your nav ball to flip around and fix target whoever you need to, even if you're getting target lock breaked. I always thought healing was way too powerful. But they did nerf phasing sequence. Like, they nerfed phasing sequence a long time ago, and even if you were in
better again.
if I came right up under you with a Corvette with all overcharged phasing sequence weapons, like, you still wouldn't care.
Yeah, what happened? Like, remember, I had a phasing. My Federlance was all phasing, all 5 pulse laser phasing. That was when phasing was the in thing, and we had a 6 against 6 against SDC, and straight away they all concentrated on me. I was dead within 30 seconds. What's they they posted up their side of the fight, their video, and you hear them say, as soon as I start shooting, you hear them say, "Yeah, he's definitely phasing," and they all targeted me. So once they see the threat, they get rid of it.
Moonlight, send me an invite, please.
Well, what you could do is build the death beam
Systems
and the
plan
condas.
complete. Fuel scooping.
You get 4 of those in a group and nothing's going to stand. But I have a lot of heat sinks though.
Yeah, those videos are pretty awesome.
Fuel scooping.
God, I
come
can't
on.
believe how fast they can melt the dang Corvette.
Even though I don't play, I still chat with some of the guys in AA that do,
Frameshift drive charging.
and fuckloads of heat sinks and close range blaster railguns. Yeah.
4,
Me
3,
too.
2, 1.
I would do it on a medium ship first. The platform's a little more stable than a small ship.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, anything like that. Vulture, Python, Crate.
The Courier is an incredibly stable ship for practicing fixed weapons too. Yeah, but the nip turned out pretty fucking awesome.
Drive charging.
Donut eaters, what's that? Oh.
But that goes back to Operation Dunkin' Donuts.
3, 2,
The other days.
Memories.
It's almost say, oh, that's to the station, isn't it? That's not to. Okay.
fuel scooping.
I hope you don't crash against the station. That
Fuel scooping complete.
I'm proud. I'm praying. I'm praying.
Frameshift drive charging.
This is a good thing.
If you have rebuy, are you in your anaconda?
He's in an ass.
3,
I'll never stop bringing that up, dude. It's been 3 years.
fuel scooping.
That is funny.
Oh, it was great.
Complete.
It's an anaconda. What could go wrong?
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Yeah, I've got video streaming too, have you?
If you shake them tits, someone might tip you. remember the one system on the way out to what's it called, the Pleiades, whatever the hell, where the engineer is, way out in that galaxy or nebula.
Yeah.
There's a trinary star of white supergiants. It's like 2 white supergiants and a quasar or some shit sitting there, and you jump right into the middle of the 3 of them. So it's like a perfect
Jeez.
triangle around you, and it, like, you instantly go up to like 200% heat. It's just panic. Look pretty cool.
I'm back. Had to go get my Trump for 2020 hat.
Oh, let's not.
Mhm.
Don't want to go there.
Ooh, if you could superimpose the hat on it.
Hey, supposedly he's gonna start streaming on Twitch now.
Yeah, he starts streaming when he basically starts doing his MP. I don't want to get into this conversation.
I love them too. Give me a reason to get out them white robes that I won't get to wear once a year.
No comment on that. I don't hear very many things being said.
Because your chances of running into players are small, and they would kill you.
I have a Conde here. I'm praying, I'm praying.
A little more to the right. Nope, back to the left.
I'm gonna bring up a stream. I haven't seen this station. Is there anything special about it?
I still love that Earth is an Earth-like world.
Trying to figure out where you guys are going.
Did you like my dick pic? I'll be nervous. It's just landing a ship.
Request approved. Cleared for landing on docking bay 37.
That's a large station as well. It's not an outpost. Wow.
You need to land without rotational correction and flight assist off.
Approach at a safe speed, Commander.
And no shields.
Give you $1. Yeah, in silent running.
Approach is good. Maintain current heading.
I gotta figure out my Steam password.
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
Again.
In order to maintain smooth traffic flow, please follow standard operating procedures and request docking permission before entering the starport. Welcome to all visitors. Please disembark at your seats. Thank you for choosing this facility.
Touchdown confirmed. Clear to disembark.
Hmm.
Yay! You
Ooh.
did it! I can't believe.
Can't remember my Steam password.
Can you get
Watching
him to?
this drone.
Sorry. Can you get him to send you an email? I had to do that recently.
Yeah, I can. I got hacked a couple months ago,
Oh,
and I changed it. Like, I basically just rolled my face across the keyboard, and then came up with a random string of letters because I was afraid of him hacking it again. So I like instantly, and it's really weird too because I bought a phone so that I would have Wi-Fi access at work. Like, I still don't have an actual phone number. I don't have active service. But I got home from work and I sat down and I got a notification that my password had changed on Steam. Like the day that I bought the phone, my password changed, and I freaked the fuck out because all my credit card and shit are all on my Steam. And,
Was you using Works Wi-Fi?
yeah, but I wasn't in Steam at work. No, it was the thing that got me is that I use like a 25 character password. Like, it's insane.
Do you use Chrome?
I use the Avast browser, which is Chromium, not Chrome.
Did it happen? Did you change it from the browser or from the Steam thing?
The password?
Yeah.
I reformatted my laptop a while ago, and I got on my laptop and changed everything. I changed my Google, YouTube, Steam. Like I changed everything.
Yeah, but if you changed it through the browser, it probably saved the password for you if you allowed it.
Oh, for Steam?
Yeah, if you
No, I
changed
didn't save it in the browser. I changed it
it.
on the other computer through the launcher.
If it wasn't for the password thing in Chrome, I'd be lost.
Access to docking facilities requires flight control authorization. Please submit a request before entering the docking bay. Please ensure you have received authorization before entering the docking bay. If you do not have access permission, exit the facility immediately. Security services will respond to aggressive actions. We ask pilots to stow their weapons while inside the docking bay. This is a flight regulation announcement. Please proceed to land on your assigned
Guess who
dock
flew
and
into an
within the
asteroid?
time limit and refrain from obstructing
You need to reboot.
Security services will respond to aggressive actions. We ask pilots to stow their weapons while inside the docking bay.
You should reboot.
Reboot? What you on about?
The reboot of shame.
Reboot of shame? Is that what it's called? The
No,
shield.
I call it now.
What, when your shields go down?
In other words,
Oh yeah, that's so
yeah.
shamed.
Yeah.
Please be
Well,
aware
then,
of
Moon, you are shamed.
give priority to larger
Yeah, all of
ships
my ships are designed for the shields to be able to come down.
I know mine go down, but I don't want them to.
You know what? These pacifiers are amazing. As long as we hit the target. But that is a problem in a FAS. You know, the left, the
This
rudder
is a
movement.
flight regulations
Yes.
reminder.
So,
Please do
so,
not
so
obstruct
difficult.
the access corridor.
So, how much bounty have you guys made so far?
2 million.
2 million. Do we need bounties in any system, Chuck?
Yeah.
Okay, 2,
EDF?
only 2?
Yeah, ADF in Capella.
I've got 4.4.
Docking facilities requires flight control authorization. Please submit a request.
You must have had some of that already. You haven't earned 4 million in the time that you.
I believe so.
Is the pacifier, is that is that Zachary's weapon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are amazing. Period. They tear down shields like
The
no.
access is bi-directional. Please
What about
use
these
the
plasma
designated
charges?
lanes when entering and exiting the station.
They're fixed, but the best thing is the selective release.
I would say the pacifiers are easier to hit the target because they spread a bit.
Yeah, the other thing with the plasma charges as well is that you don't have to charge them, so you can fire them rapid fire as well.
Security services will respond to aggressive actions. We ask pilots to stall their
You're
weapons
using
while
a
inside
size 2, right?
Yeah,
So my pacifiers are size 3. And they don't put so much pressure on the distributor.
This is an
yeah. I
important
switch
announcement.
between the plasmas and the
Security
hammer.
surveillance is in effect at this facility at all times. Acts of violence will be met with an appropriate response.
Hammers are size 1.
No, 2.
Yeah.
What power play weapon is size 1? It's a multi-cannon. They are amazing.
To keep docking bay traffic
It
flow
was
smoothly,
I keep
we
forgetting them
request
out.
that pilots avoid blocking access to landing pads.
The multi-cannon one, is it?
Yeah, there's only size 1.
Yeah.
Bird Lance coming in.
It was the last ones I got. I haven't used them much, but they are amazing.
Did he leave?
Advanced multi-cannon? Is that what it's called?
No, it's a power play weapon. I think that
Whose is it?
it's the Utopian guy, I think.
Yeah, that's the
Oh, that's
green
the
half.
enforcer
FDL
cannon.
over here.
Yeah, those are amazing, those.
Be sure
Oh, I'm
to
getting
check
those at the
station
moment.
services for any
Yeah, they're pretty good.
updates and enjoy
Are they
your
fixed?
stay.
Yep, size 1, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Fixed
fixed
size
size ones, but they do size 2 damage.
Oh, okay.
I was
Still,
going to bring them back to you.
go ahead. All I was going to say is I'm still a big fan of the Imperial hammers.
Welcome all new arrivals to this facility.
Yeah, I just wish they weren't so fucking hot.
Journey to all departures.
I do all sturdy mounts.
It's
That
the only
was,
way to make it work, isn't it?
yeah.
Plus, you get all that extra Hull penetration.
Penetration is mostly what I do, and then one cask.
Welcome to
Was it
this
60% at level 5?
We urge all visitors to utilize our full range of services, and we hope you have a productive
I'm not sure.
stay
I
at
have to
our
look.
facility.
I think I got another week and a half to go before I can get them.
Conda. Dangerous Conda.
To ensure safety within the station, be considerate of other
I thought I was going to hit that thing right on.
the main access corridor.
Wow, that's some good flying there, Stan.
I know. I sat there and I just went right.
You spun me right round like a top.
I'm trying to hit it.
This is a flight regulation announcement.
Try using your
Please
weapons
proceed
instead of your
to
shit.
land on your assigned docking pad within the time limit and refrain from obstructing other areas.
No weapon does more damage than a 100-ton ram.
I know, I consider ramming a valid tactic.
I remember that old video of the guy, he went bounty hunting in a Type 6 and just rammed everything with it.
All right, I'm going to go find some rays to put on.
Access to landing pads during arrival and departure.
Where did all the ships come from?
The Void. So Moon, what do you think? Happy with the wing?
Happy
I think
with
I
what,
need.
sorry?
Our wing.
I need to add some healing on mine. Put at least 3 rays on it.
Services for any updates and enjoy your stay. Would like to extend a warm welcome to all visitors. Please ensure you complete docking procedures within the allocated time.
I'm all out of ammo now.
Yeah, me
Yeah, I'm
too.
pretty good about too.
So we should drop this on in Capella, right?
Yeah.
Same with cartography.
Please ensure you have received
Yeah, yeah.
authorization
No, sorry. We don't own any property in Capella.
permission. Exit the facility
For cartography, let's try LP255.
Okay.
Pilots who cannot complete landing procedures within the time limit must exit the bay and submit a new docking request.
And obviously that's for the controlling faction in 255.
Okay. I think that's the main station.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, I have about 5. Yeah, I have over 5 million, so I'm going to hand that.
You're going to Capella, aren't you, Stan?
To all visitors,
Yes, I am.
disembark at your assigned landing pad, and thank you for choosing this facility.
And then I think I'm going to try and get my lasers engineered. Which one of the federal ships is the faster? I mean, is the gunship considered to be the most
Please
lethal?
ensure you have received authorization before
The
entering
assault
the
ship's the
facility.
fastest.
If you do not have access permission,
Gunship's got the
exit
most
the
firepower
facility
for the medium
immediately.
ones.
And the dropship just sucks.
It's not bad. For the price point, it's pretty good.
It's a good drummer.
I mean, it's still got 4 mediums and a large, man. It's not doing too bad.
I hate vultures though.
Wait, now, when did we go in? When did we start into the vulture? I have a vulture, and I like the vulture.
All visitors to use
I hate
the
vultures.
full range of services, and we hope
I hate
you
getting
Although I
shot
did
by 'em.
put a kit on it to make it look a little more. It looks more like a triangular thing than.
Now it looks like a
Marcus's
piece of pie.
vulture was the best. Black with yellow trims and yellow, like the Batmobile.
Mine is black.
Actually, mine's shades of red.
I think I had to replace the canopy on that thing every time I took it out.
Yeah.
during arrival and departure.
That's because most of the ship is a canopy.
Yeah. I use it a lot for more than 1 year. I use it only.
Yeah, I used it a lot right up until I got the assault ship.
Oh, I just remembered why I don't like this place. 10,000 light seconds out.
Ensure you complete docking procedures with safety.
It's good for you. It gives you time to reflect on your life.
Jump, yeah.
Could be Hutton Orbital. I mean,
Yeah, well, the way I'm reflecting, I might be asleep in 5 minutes.
How far out is it at Hutton Orbital?
2 million?
I
Light
thought it was 6 million.
It's what?
I thought it was 6, not 2.
Oh, maybe it is 6.
Please proceed to
Okay, has anybody ever went to go find the Voyager
refrain from obstructing other areas.
out wherever? I heard that you can actually find it in the game.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I heard that some people had found.
it's 6.8 million light seconds.
There you go.
I was way out.
That would be 80 minutes or more.
Acceleration to fill
Yeah, it's an hour and 20 minutes for most people.
and maintain a reasonable distance from other ships inside this dock.
Sorry, to find what?
Like, I want to go there just to kill a trucker as they're undocking.
That's the farther station in game.
I don't think it's the farthest. It's just the farthest one that players use.
To ensure safety with
That's
all
famous for the truckers community goal for the mug.
passing through the main access corridor.
What about that?
And-
Sorry, what about that anaconda thing? That's a joke, right?
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
about to say famous for the free anaconda as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were so many people that actually went out and did it, like the noobs.
Didn't someone tell Xenon to do
Be
it?
back in a minute.
Yeah, I think it was Rydag and someone else. Yeah.
In order to maintain smooth traffic
Well,
What?
it is
flow,
the
What?
farthest from
please
a
follow
star.
standard operating procedures and
Trying to tell
request
Xenon to go
docking permission
to
before entering
there's
the
a
Oh,
free anaconda.
possibly.
That's okay.
First time I ever went to an orbital, I went in a Type 7.
Oh, jeez.
I just started playing the game.
Mistake.
Yep,
Were there any swear words
Pilots who
involved?
cannot complete landing procedures within the time limit
probably.
must exit the bay and submit a new docking request.
It was during the community goal, obviously, and I remember going into open and just saying, "Here, everyone, take my stuff," and just dumping it all, and everyone was all
Oh,
over the
jeez.
place.
Wait a minute. Victor left the YouTube recording.
There he is too.
He's live streaming, huh? The clever
This
leader.
is an important announcement. Security
What a great
surveillance is in
leader
effect
Victor
at this
is, huh?
facility at all
Smoking the world's biggest cigarette.
violence will be met with an appropriate
Yeah,
response.
cigarette.
Cigarette of peace.
It's a left-handed cigarette.
We would like to welcome all pilots to this start line.
I can stop that actually. I can just move him to a different group, a different channel.
And enjoy your stay.
Yeah, it's a matter of national security now.
I was about to move you.
Kill the devil.
Yep.
You know, we
You
just
were-
realised we've been talking ever since you've been gone, and we just realised, hey, you're still streaming.
Clever leader, huh?
Warmly welcome all new arrivals to this
Very
facility.
clever, huh?
Wish a safe journey to all
I might have to take him into the office and give you a stern word, Victor.
Yeah, you let it known that we was going to attack Hutton Orbital.
Not we, just me. And I don't even play anymore, so it's a pretty invalid threat.
Good cover.
Besides, I have multiple accounts, so if I did do it, nobody would ever know.
To maintain smooth traffic flow, please follow standard operating procedures.
Don't they call that like plausible deniability?
During the start
Something like that.
Slim, you are
Unless
taking
it's-
care of the Slim. Are you taking care of the spreadsheet?
I'm not taking care of anything, bro.
Yeah, but you know how to tweak that? No. Who is
Nope.
taking care? It's Shock.
we would like to
Shock.
remind all commanders to avoid
Mm.
Shock. Somebody else is.
paths during
I
arrival.
thought it was you. Sorry.
Nope, I haven't played in like a year and a half.
No, I'm talking about a spreadsheet. Shock is
He
not
hasn't
you.
opened up the spreadsheet for a year and a half either.
And I deleted all of my spreadsheets. So
Really?
I did everything that I did, because most of it was invalid when they changed the BGS and the way engineering works.
Yeah.
Everything that I spent a year gathering info on and was getting ready to put out a big packet on, and fucking truckers whined and cried. Got the BGS changed. I blame the truckers, but there were a lot of fucking people responsible, a lot of groups responsible for getting everything jankified.
Yeah, I was quite disappointed because I'd spent a really, really long time tweaking my anaconda with the old engineers, you know, dropping the shield booster by 0.01 power just so you could still use it. I enjoyed that. You know, you felt like you were actually engineering your bit to fit your ship. Now it's just all the same.
Yeah, and that's the thing that gets me. Like, and I had this discussion with Nefnus a while back about how quote unquote catering to casuals ruins games. Like for the people that are really into it, like we are. And I get it, you have to do it because that's the base of your game is the casual player. Like you have to do it, but you can't take away that reward system from the hardcore players. Like if I put the time and effort to roll my engineering mod 10,000 times to get it perfect,
Exactly.
I should be allowed to have better shit than you if I'm willing to do that.
Yeah, if they'd made it so that the new engineer stuff was like a slightly below. So if you really made something good like before, you had an. But they didn't. They made it so that you could engineer the new stuff better than the old stuff anyway. So it was like, not only did they take away all the hours that you put in, they kicked you in the teeth as well.
There's still a couple of things with legacy engineering that's a little better. Like I've got 90% thermal load reduction on a bunch of Imperial hammers.
Cool.
Yeah. Sure.
Why not?
And the F11 also. One is high quality picture, and the other one is regular, I think.
High quality solo only.
Yeah, you can't take 4K pictures unless you're in solo.
Which I don't understand. Why is that?
Because Frontier doesn't know how to do stuff.
Because taking a high-res picture with lots of models and lighting and all the rest of it takes an enormous amount of processing. And if you're playing multiplayer, some of that processor power is being used up for that. That's the only reason I can give.
Yeah.
I mean, when you make something in Blender or 3ds Max and you do a render shot, it can take out.
Jeez.
Yeah, for Toy Story, each individual frame took 30 hours to render. That's like positioning all the models in the scene with a slight bit of movement from the last one and then just sitting for 30 hours waiting with like 5 or 6 computers all working on the same picture, just for one picture, one frame of them.
I know that when I'm working with Photoshop and I have like, 1,000 different layers, on one of my older computers, it is slow.
Have you seen the Lion King last movie?
Not me, no.
Or King Lion, or what do you call it? It's amazing.
I've showed you a picture of my AC Cobra that I made in Blender ages ago, where you can see all the engine and everything. Those shots took about 5 hours.
Wish I'd had a better computer when I did my exploration, because all this that I took sucked.
Then you go out and buy a new computer and then you don't play the game.
Yeah, I bought a new flight stick too. I've used it once. It's all fucking
Oh.
dusty and crummy looking.
Slim, I wonder if you know, ages ago someone posted something about a company that makes flight sticks to order, and I can't remember who they are. Do you know?
I don't.
Like they take certain amount of so many orders per year or something like.
Aggressive behavior in or around the
Yeah,
Star
actually,
Port
Victor, you
is
might
not
know.
permitted. We thank commanders for their cooperation.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the one. Yeah.
Welcome to all visitors. Please disembark at the
I've
respective
just finished bounty hunting. Now I'm going to do some missions. No, I value my life. Thanks.
pilots.
It's too much of a risk, you know. If we
Don't crash
both
into.
die, then what happens to the fleet, you know?
Please obey flight restrictions and fly safely.
No, I want to experience it. You know, one day want to go actually exploring, like
I would if
real
I could
exploring.
remember my Steam password.
It's YouTube. Ah, sorry. Yeah, I thought I was thinking watching, not joining. Sorry.
This is a flight regulation.
Oh, I'll watch it.
Please do not
He
obstruct
wants you
the
to multi-crew with him.
during arrival or departure.
He wants hostages. Lab rats.
Ship detach complete. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
Landing gear retracted.
Warm welcome to all visitors. Please ensure you complete docking procedures within the allocated time.
Frameshift drive charging.
Speed restrictions are now lifted. Flight control out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
How many jumps are to Sage? Oh, one.
He's there.
Yes, it is. On the stream, you are beginning to jump now.
Yeah, there's a secret with Sage.
You have to get close enough to see it, right?
If you fly
Ooh.
right into the middle of it, it'll teleport you back to the last station you docked at.
Yeah.
What you want to do is fly into it until you hit it and drop out, then turn around. Now listen, turn around so your back is to the black hole, and then into frame shift drive again, and watch what happens around you. You won't die.
Officially, it was an accident. Don't worry.
It actually drops you out when you get close, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Forces you
And
out
there's
like
a
you're getting
really
close to a
mad
star.
lensing effect when you turn around.
Yeah.
Victor, you do a fine job of killing yourself without our help.
Yeah, you don't need us.
You need to take pictures there, huh?
Did you scan it? I haven't even seen you scan it yet.
I'm looking. You're not close enough.
Wow, it's reflecting the galaxy like a circle.
There's about a 30-second delay.
The reflection of the galaxy resembles an eye, huh?
It kind of does look like an eyeball with that circle in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm. So, Victor, are you coming back now? From there, you'll start the journey back. You know what? If you do that, you'll get as far away from the bubble as me and Chuck. So if you want to break our record, do some jumps forward and then you can come back.
I've always actually regretted that.
Me too. Remember when we checked that and oh, that's the distance to Sage.
Mm.
I feel depressed. Keep going, keep going.
So do you have a YouTube page where everything's stored? I don't know if that's the correct way to explain it.
Yeah, when you stream it, saves it as a whole video. When you end it, it saves it as a video on your YouTube channel.
Cool.
What's the center?
It's the middle.
Is this a beacon, is it?
I think it's Stargate. Go there, Victor. Go there.
I don't remember that when I was there. Well, that was a few years ago. Yeah, I when I went to Saga, it was before tourist stuff came out, before engineers came out. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where you take passengers when you have Segate missions.
Yep.
Now you gotta get back and you gotta go find Voyager. It's one thing I always wanted to do and never did, was find Voyager.
So are you going to cheat and do a Google search on where it is, or are you going to do the maths yourself?
Expect me to do that kind of math? I don't. Got enough brain cells left for that shit.
What if he found V'ger instead?
Mm-hmm.
What if you found V-Joining?
Good movie.
You know, I didn't know they were doing this TV series, but they've done a TV series called Das Boot. I don't know if you guys have seen the Wolf Peterson movie.
Yeah, submarine. World War II.
Yeah, the series I was pretty impressed with. I've only seen an episode and a half so far.
It's good.
What's it on?
The submarine.
Yeah,
Germany.
Oh, like
1942.
Netflix or...
Oh, sorry, it's I bought it on iTunes. Not sure what network carries it.
It's probably an Apple exclusive.
I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Good night.
So,
Good night.
It's nice to see you online, Slim and Victor.
Yeah, I saw all my favorite people on, and I was like, God damn, I think I'll get on and say hi.
Oh,
Well, thank you.
well, good night.
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 I'm gonna get off here too. It's 52 degrees Fahrenheit or 11 degrees C in here.
11
comfy.
degrees C?
Yeah.
Is that cold?
Oh yeah.
Shift drive charging.
Really?
4,
For me, it is.
2, 1. Engage.
Me too.
Shit, you still see girls running around in their booty shorts here. That too.
Hell, day before yesterday, let's see. Well, the day before that, we had 60 degrees, and then it snowed the next day.
Jeez.
Yeah, we had a day last week that it bright and sunny, and it got almost 80. It's like record high for the day, and then it snowed 4 inches that night.
Where the heck are you at?
Montana.
Oh. I didn't know people actually lived in Montana.
If you want to call it living.
What's the name of your town?
I live just outside of Helena, the capital of the state.
What's the name?
Helena?
I didn't know that. It's not big town for.
No, there are no big towns in Montana. I think the highest population we have is 120,000. I think there's 85,000 here. We literally just broke 1 million people in the state a couple months ago.
And it's quite big, huh?
That's the third largest state in the country?
Third or fourth, yeah.
Oh, pretty sure without people, it should be very beautiful.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, we've been arresting a lot of them. Sending them back.
Wow, those snowflakes would have a heart attack going to Montana if everybody carried a pistol and rifle and all that.
No, it's actually really crazy because it's the rich Republican New Yorkers that are moving over here and they're running for office, and it's not going well for them because they want to bring big city politics to a tiny state, like a tiny population state, and people don't have it at all. Like the only reason our current congressman is in is because there was nobody else. Like nobody else ran.
Well, at least you don't have a bunch of socialists running.
Yeah, pretty happy about that. We kind of ignore Missoula. Missoula's kind of like Portland, and it just kind of sits in its own little corner of the state, and we kind of ignore that it exists.
We're screwed. We just got our second socialist mayor in and have 4 council members that are socialists. And oh man, they have already screwed a lot of stuff up.
So this is like one of the really interesting things that happened like 5 or 6 years ago. They had it wasn't done on purpose. It was kind of a fluke that the open carry protests and demonstrations happened on the same day as the Gay Pride March in Missoula. And everybody thought it was going to be a total shit show, like that there was going to be a clash in the streets and people were going to get beat up and stuff. But what ended up happening was all the gay cowboys showed up with their guns. So it turned into an open carrying gay pride parade.
So what y'all have? About 40 people at the in the whole
It was
thing?
like 600, I think. 600 or 700 people showed up for the march.
They were showing their guns.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We had something similar up here. So we get a lot of American tourists visiting, and it was the 4th of July, and so all these American tourists were up in there, and it was also coincided, like it was July 4th, but it coincided with the gay pride parade up here, and And all these Americans were like, we love you Canadians, you having a parade for us on, making us feel at home.
That's great. Oh, Montana's pretty great. I've had some incredible job offers in like Louisiana. Actually, I recently had one in New York, and I can't leave. Even for that kind of money, I just can't go.
I can't go to New York. They won't let me in with my pistol.
Yeah, that would be a major problem for me. I've got enough firepower in my bedroom right now to arm this revolution. So.
Are you joking or is it true?
I've got like 18 guns.
For what?
Because I can.
That's
Exactly.
That's the
Exactly.
That's
You'll be fine.
keep going. Actually, the radius of that is not much, huh? Small. Well, that's the best answer to justify having weaponry. It's because you can. Otherwise, you are expecting a war? No.
I've
So
got
no.
I have concealed carry. So I have 2 small handguns for concealed carry. I've got my bear pistol for when I'm hunting. I carry a large caliber handgun. I've got a couple of different caliber hunting rifles for different size game, for deer and elk and moose. And then I've got a couple of fun guns on top of it. So
And still you don't have lack of animals to kill.
no, there's lots of game. Actually, we're having problems. Right now, there's a disease in the deer called chronic wasting disease. And it just made its way into Montana. We've been doing a really good job of stopping it from getting into the state, but it came in this year, and it's they issued like 3 times more hunting permits than they normally do. Yeah.
Does it affect
It's
liberals?
mostly a Midwest thing right now. Primarily whitetail, but mule deer get it a lot as well. Elk have been getting it, but they're less susceptible to it. They have more of an inherent immunity. All of the social animals, like whitetails, are incredibly social. Mule deer, they're social, but they have smaller herds. Like there's more like 10 of them in a group, whereas whitetail around here we'll get 40 or 50 whitetail running together. So like an elk herd. Moose are really solitary, so we thought that they were mostly immune to it because they don't come into contact with anything else. But we had a roadkill moose was found a couple of days ago that had CWD. So they issued shitloads of extra hunting permits because the easiest way to get rid of the disease is to get rid of all the animals. So I have 5 deer tags and 2 elk tags to fill this year.
Well, our Wildlife Resource Association is not the brightest around, I don't think.
Most of them don't seem to be.
We have a pig problem, so what do? They ban you shooting pigs.
Oh god, the hogs. wild hogs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a plague, man. You can wipe them all out and they'll be back in a couple months.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense to somebody.
Taking heat damage.
We have a problem with coyotes, and they're not native to Tennessee. So what did they do? They tried to introduce the wolf back in. It didn't fly.
But the people didn't want the wolves, or
Well, the people didn't want the wolves, and evidently the wolves didn't want it to stay here because they left. They did get an elk population going. It's not very big yet. I think they drew a hunt for it this year.
fuck, yours are in the streets of the city, aren't they? It's fucking crazy.
That's a good theme for rap music.
Yeah. And they stop being nocturnal and they're not afraid of people.
They're not afraid of them here.
Jeez. I feel like I read something about that recently.
The funniest one I ever saw, though, on YouTube was some lady had one of those little ankle biters, teacup dog size. Got out at a rest stop or something with a picnic table, set the dog on the table, and an instant later it was gone. The eagle come by and got it.
I've seen that. Jeez. Yeah, there's people lose their cats around here a lot. The birds will come down and get the cats, bald eagles. It's sad, but it's really cool to see.
We used to have a neighborhood cat that ran around called Lucifer, and it was snow white. It was so white it looked like it'd been bleached. And I saw that dang thing jump on top of a coyote one day and absolutely wear that coyote's ass out. And then twice I was sitting out on my back porch and heard this ungodliest noise coming from around the corner of my house. So I got up and kind of leaned over and looked around the corner, and Lucy was sitting there on some landscaping blocks, sitting now, nose to nose with a coyote, and it was the coyote making all the noise. I mean, not coyote, fox. Those things sound terrible. I mean, they just can't even describe the sound they make.
What does the fox say?
All right, I'm freezing. I'm out of here for the night.
Okay, see ya.
Lincoln Victor,
Okay,
India
bye.
Charlie. Welcome to this independent station, Commander. Please fly safely during arrival and departure.
I actually got to go on a coyote shoot a couple months ago. It's pretty cool. You can see the way they do it.
Landing
If you do,
down on landing pad 45.
you can just YouTube search for like night vision coyotes, and you set up your guns on a tripod with a night vision scope, and you just sit up on a hill. And the ranchers they'll quarantine their sickest animal, and when that's the sad part of it. When the time comes, and they'll kill the sick cow, and they'll leave it in the field for a day or two, and then the coyotes will start coming in, and they just swarm in the middle of the night. You turn on that night vision scope, and it's just glowing eyes everywhere, and you just take that 100-round mag and that AR, go to town.
Ground crew are on standby.
It's a plague. Hundreds of them. They travel. They just roll over. They just destroy everything.
Oop, my wife's home, so I'm gonna take off too.
See you.
See you guys.
Bye.
I actually ordered a T-shirt from one of the pro gun YouTubers. The T-shirt says, "I lost all my guns in a boating accident."
Landing gear deployed.
It's for when the government tries to take your guns. I lost them all in a boating accident.
Boating accident? I
Yeah,
didn't
they're all
got
at the
it.
bottom of the lake.
Ah, okay.
Warmly welcome all new arrivals to this facility and wish a safe journey to all passengers.
So what's the plan, Victor? Are you gonna hang around there for a while, or are you just gonna go straight back, or what?
Security services will respond to aggressive actions. We ask pilots to stow their weapons while inside the docking bay.
Landing complete. Docking restraints engaged.
Hull repaired.
How many factions are in there? Huh. Huh.
We could expand there. Huh, Shock? Let's start working.
Depends
How
on
confident.
how confident you are you're gonna make it back.
Do you remember one of your great ideas you had that I knocked it on the head? The la- you remember? I don't even have to mention what it is. You remember it? His brilliant idea. Last time he went out in the bubble, outside the bubble, doing a lot of exploring. I think it was when you went to Colonia, yeah, and came back. He had all this data, and we desperately needed the data for influence at that stage. And Victor comes up with a brilliant idea saying, "Hey, let's tell everyone, the whole community, pirates, gankers, everyone. Let's tell them all that you've got a lot. Like Victor's got a whole lot of data. He's coming back into the bubble. This is his location, and we'll have EDF try and protect Victor in open. Try and get him back."
We could do the same now, but instead we can ask the community to defend Victor, and the fleet will attack Victor. So let's do it. What do you think, Victor? Come on.
I made it close to $1 billion going to Colonia on PS4. I went in a Sidewinder and I scanned everything along the way. Like 10 light year jumps all the way to Colonia.
How much did Dyax make? He
Made me
went
want
to
smash my dick with a hammer.
Beagle Point and back. It took him months and several billion. I can't remember how much. It's like 7, 8 billion, 6 billion, was it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that Distant Explorers thing.
I intend to do something for the money, but not the usual route there. I'll choose somewhere different and try to find as first time many planets, many systems I can. The direct line to the core, it's over discovered.
Yeah.
You mean there in the core?
Is there an Anarchy faction there?
It's like the Indians before the European arrived to America. This was a joke.
See, what I would like to do is get enough people to fifth column nominate Colonia and all that for expansions in power play.
Hmm.
And then fortify them so they can't get rid of them. And they just start losing systems because you could never pay the CC cost to upkeep a system that's that far away.
You need a shitload of people doing that because of the distance.
Mm-hmm.
You'll need a permanent convoy